Welcome to Lingua Latina Tutorials with Mr. K. This is chapter 38, lesson 1 exercises. So here we have some practice with qui, quai, quod, who and which, and in the various forms often you'll find these pronouns, relative pronouns at the beginning of a sentence, and they're translated a little differently. So let's look at the example. Post Faunum Latinus regnavit. After Faunus, King Latinus reigned. And then we have qui, which means the same as is, this situation. Bonus rex fuit. So qui means who was a good king. Okay, in English we would translate as he was a good king. So often you'll have to start with a relative pronoun at the beginning of the sentence referring back to the previous sentence, and in that situation you often will translate as et is, and he was a good king, or just he. So look at the first example. Latinus filiam habebat iam matura viro blank multi viri petebant. Okay. So Latinus had a daughter. Now matura viro, ready to get married, or ready for a husband. Blank multi viri petebant, many men were going after, and here we want the accusative singular of qui, quai, quod, and we want feminine because it's referring back to the daughter. And so what form do we use? We use quam. Quam multi viri petebant, whom many men were seeking, or we would translate it as many men were going after her. So again, translating the relative pronoun as isea, it. Okay, so moving on to exercise 2. Okay, we have our vocab. So rex trachiae polidorum quem priamus ad eum misserat cum magno auri blank obtruncavit et auro blank est. So the king of Thrace did something to Polydorus, because he's in the accusative, whom Priam had sent to him with a great amount of gold. And here we're going to want the word for a great weight of gold. This is what he did to him. The king killed Polydorus and somethinged the gold. So the answer here for the with a great amount of gold, we want pondus, and we want the ablative singular of pondus. Since the genitive is pondoris, we want pondere. Magno auri pondere. He killed him and he took the gold. So the answer here we're looking for is from potior, which is potitus est. It is deponent, potior, and it is one of the puffy verbs. Puffy verbs are verbs that take the ablative like this, auro, although you'd expect them to take the accusative, and they are their potior is the p, and then the u of puffy is utor, to use, and then f and f are fruor and fungor, and then the v, puff v verbs, is vescor, to eat or devour. Okay, so try the rest of those vocab, and let's go on exercises. Let's go on to number 3. Here we have practice with the perfect indicative of deponent verbs. Okay, deponent verbs, remember, look passive, but they're active, and it's easy to get caught up by when you see the passive, what looks like a passive perfect. If it's deponent, it's translated actively. So the Greeks, with the word that comes from utor, uti, to use, the Greeks used a trick. The form we want is usi sunt. The Greeks used a trick. So this looks like our passive form, but translated actively. Go ahead and try the rest of those deponents, and let's go on to exercise 4. Question and answer. Quid Trojani profugi fecerunt hieme? What did the Trojan refugees or fugitives do in the winter? Well, hieme, hieme, in that winter, classem viginti navium edificaverunt. They built a fleet of 20 ships. Here we have in that winter, the Trojan fugitives built 20 ships. Okay, good luck with the rest of those, and I will see you in the next lesson.